guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to give you guys an update on my garden. My garden has been doing very well, and I started to reap the fruit of my labor. So I started reaping tomatoes and I started reaping bell peppers. However, I have two challenges, and that is why I am here just pruning away. So I have learned that tomato plants and bell peppers or pepper plants are prone to white flies, and I have been having this white fly issues, and I have been just trying to get rid of them. Another issue that I am having is leaf miner issue. What they do is they go on your plant and they eat away the leaf. So I am here pruning because I want to get rid of every leaves that look like they're being eaten by leaf miners. I'm just going through and I'm looking for all the leaves that look like they have leaf miner on them. And I am doing this so that it doesn't spread to the rest of my tomato plants. And so far, it's just the tomato plant that have the leaf miner issue. And what I find is that the pepper trees are more prone to the white flies than the tomato plant. So I have been just using natural remedies to try to get rid of these issues that I'm facing, the white flies and the leaf miner. So the leaf miner, I'm just cutting it away. The white flies, I try to use different natural remedy to get rid of them. So guys, I don't know if you can see this, but what the leaf miner does is it go on the tomato leaves, and then you go on the tomato leaves, and then it leave these lines, leave some white lines or white curly lines on there. And then once that happened, the leaves just started to dry up. So I am trying to go through each one of these plants and cut off these leaves so that it doesn't spread. And the leaf miner, what they are like, there are some little, just like a little worm like snail that would go on the plant and it lays egg, and then I guess the larva it eat away the leaves. So I'm trying to get rid of all the leaves that look like leaf miner have been on it, so that it doesn't spread throughout my garden. And I don't know if it can kill a plant, but it will spread, and then you will start to see the leaves dry up. So basically, this is what I'm doing tonight, just working on my tomato plants and just pruning them off, taking off the dry leaves and taking off those leaves that have leaf miner issues. If you look behind me, you will see a light because it's currently about after 8 o'clock. I have been a little busy and I've not been able to work in my garden during the daytime. So whenever I come home, I will just come in the garden and do a little something here and there, whatever I see that need to be done. So I don't know if you can see this one. So it have white curly lines, which look like when it resemble like the lines of slug when they walk and stuff, and then they leave that white lines. But my tomatoes are doing so beautifully despite the leaf miner leaf issue. So guys, as you know, I am doing this for my healing, and it has been so beneficial to me. Like every time I walk by my garden, I just want to stop and I just want to do something in here, and doing that, you know, it helped me in so many ways, you know, and it helps a lot to interact with plants. And guys, if you're wondering why I am in sweater, it is a little bit chilly here in South Florida. So we are having a cold front right now, and that's why I have on this blue fluffy sweater. So as you know, I don't do this for profit. I just do this for my mind, for my body, you know, for my healing. I just do this for my healing, and I get so much pleasure doing it. It feels good, you know, just being here and interacting with the plant. It has helped me a lot, watching these baby grow, and then now I am able to reap from them. I'm looking here, and leaf miner again started eating my tomato. So this is a cherry tomato. I have both the cherry tomato and the bigger ones, and this one, yeah. So these are some issues that I have, you know, with my garden, and I kind of now understand what farmers go through, you know, especially organic farmer. It is not easy. You come up on so many challenges, right? And if you are new, you will not know about these challenges until, you know, they started to affect you if you're new to gardening, right? So the first issue that I have was a white fly, and I had to figure out what is going on. So what it did was, I started to see my plants, my pepper plants, looking yellow, and I thought that they needed fertilizer, and I went ahead and I put some natural fertilizer around them, fertilizer for vegetable and stuff. I put a little bit around them, and then I realized that was not the issue. So I had to figure the issue out, and then I realized that there was white substances on the pepper leaves, and I started researching, and then I found out that they are white flies, and what they do, they suck the substance out of the plant, and the plant starting to turn yellow. So, you know, that has affected me. I had to get rid of a few of my pepper plant because of that, because they were so yellow, especially the smaller ones. So I get rid of them, then I have to replant, right? With the tomato now, the challenge is the leaf miner, where they're just going on the leaves and causing the leaves to dry away. So I am pruning to get rid of those leaf miners so that they doesn't spread. And right now my tomato trees, they are like very close, so I have to do that in order to stop the spreading, because they're very close. And as you see, the leaf miner started to eat into the tomato, so I have to prune away as quickly as I can so that my leaves are nice and clean, so that I can get rid of the leaf miner. I have cut away a lot because this tomato plant have a lot of leaves, and I need to prune, not only because of the leaf miner issue, but I need to get rid of some of the stems or the limbs to make the tomato plant a little bit lighter. And guys, another issue that I have been facing is caterpillar on my tomato plant. And for me, these are scary because they look like the tomato plant, and you can see them different from the leaf. Like tonight, I was just cutting through, and then my hand touched one of the caterpillar, and that freaked me out. So that's another issue that I have. And when I see the caterpillars, like, it caused my body to crawl, and I really don't like that. If you are gardening, or if you plan to garden like me as part of your healing journey, just know that there are some challenges that you will come upon, and as you go along, that's when you will notice these challenges. But if you're going tomato plants and peppers, just know that they are prone to white flies and leaf miner and caterpillar. Just know that whatever you are doing, you will have challenges on this grief journey. So if you're gardening, if you're walking, exercising, whatever you do as part of your healing, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to be up some days and you're going to be down. Some days you're going to be doing so good that you think that grief is over, and then bam, so we know that grief is not something that just go away. It will go away for a little bit and it come right back, right? It will, it doesn't just go away. It is there. The sadness is there. You losing your spouse, or you losing your parent, or whoever it is that you lose. Nobody can take that away. Nobody can change that. It is the fact that you have to deal with. And there's no way you can be happy about that. You're always gonna feel that sadness when it comes to that. Going on 3 weeks now, I think is the best I have been doing where my strength is concerned. I started to feel a little bit stronger in my body than I was before. Because before, man, I'm telling you, my body is so weak. It doesn't matter what I do. It's not vitamin. It's nothing. It's just grief. It make you weak. It suck the energy out of you. It suck the life out of you, and you have to fight to survive. I'm telling you, to fight against grief, oh God, you have to put up a fight. It's a fight of or for survival. So you will have your hope and you will have you're done. There are days when you feel like, oh, grief is over, and then bam, it just come right back and lick you down. So don't feel bad if you're doing good today and tomorrow you're not doing good. Just expect that you're not going to get over grief. You're not going to get over all at once. You might go days feeling okay, and then bam, days feeling down and blue and sad. So just know that grief is not something that you just get over. It is something that you have to learn to live with, and prepare for the days that you won't be good, because there will always be those days. If it has been, say, 10 years since you have lost someone, we know that the birthdays, the anniversary, the holidays, everything bring back the memories of those people. And if you recently lost someone, you don't come out of that. You don't come out of all of that. You're still in there, right? I am still in that early grief where, you're just trying to survive, and nothing is wrong with you. It is just grief. And that is what happened when you love somebody and they're just taken away from you. It's something that we never prepared for. It's something that nobody prepared us for, right? We know that people will die, but we don't know when they will die. And the way that they die, it just cripple you, it just kill you, it leave you like a dead man walking. So don't feel bad if you're doing good and then you're not doing good. It's a up and down, it's a roller coaster ride, and I guess it gets better in time. You learn how to deal with it, right? The pain gets a little less sharper than it was before, and you also learn how to deal with the grief. Now you have to try to create a new life, try to do things differently, and you will also see things differently, because for me, I started seeing everything differently. I don't see the way I used to see anymore. Everything. I have two different eyes. I have two different lenses now since I have been so broken, right? I am seeing through the lens of a broken person. So the things that I see, other people will not see it. I don't see like I used to see anymore. So just know that even your vision will change. The way you do things or the way you used to do things will change. A lot of things about you will change. You have to do a lot of adaptation. You have to adapt to a lot of things. You have to change around a lot of things. Oh my, grief is something by itself. The grief healing journey is a lot of work, and it's not something that you just do one shot, you are over and back to normal. No, a lot of people expect us grievers to just get over and be back to normal, but it doesn't work like that. Not in our world. There is no normal. After you have lost that person that you love so much, there is no normal. You will have that brokenness. There's no back to normal. There is a new normal, which is your new normal. You have to redo things, do things over, rediscover things, you know. So there's just so much to learn where grief is concerned. I have learned so much. I'm finished working in my garden for tonight. I have done a lot of pruning, and the tomato plants are looking much better. I am gonna see if I can find a day when I can come in and just go back through the tomato plant to see if I find any more leaves that have leaf miner issue, and just prune them away before they spread. I'm just gonna show you guys a few of my tomatoes. So I still need to do a little bit more work, guys, in the garden. So I need to tie my tomato plants, tie them up a little bit better. So if you look right here, there we have a tomato. We also have another big one right there peeping through. Then we have a lot of cherry tomatoes, and I have been reaping a lot of those. I have not reaped any of the bigger ones yet, but I have a few of them on my tree. So guys, so right here I have a bunch of, I think 4 of them here, a bunch of 4 of them, and I hope that they will not be affected by the leaf miner, that they will not mine into the tomato. But yeah, I have 4 big ones there. I have a few small ones there, and you know, I have another medium-sized one there, and for the pepper. And I also have this tomato plant right here that I need to work on. So like I just did over there, I need to do here. I need to work on this. I have a few tomato here, and I see one that is being affected. So I need to take that off, and I need to just go through and prune this up. And my pepper tree, I have 1 pepper on the tree there, and if you look on this pepper tree, you're gonna notice some spots on there, and this is because I have been trying to get rid of the white fly, and I use the neem oil, and after I use the neem oil, the sun caused it to burn. So this is my garden. This is the tree that the caterpillar eat. The caterpillar eat up almost all the leaves from this tree. These are a few bell peppers that are still affected by the white fly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove these from my garden. I'm just gonna move these 3 yellow ones from my garden and replant a few seedlings that I have. So yes, so my pepper tree, they're looking lovely. They're green and nice, except for the spots caused from the neem oil that I'm trying to use to get rid of the white flies. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just use the soap water mixture and see how that helps. But they're not too bad now. They're much better than they was before. So yes, guys, these are the fruits of my labor. My labor has not been in vain. It is from a pain perspective. it has not been in vain. So yes, so I am working, and each time I come in and I work, it helped me to get rid of stress. It helped my grief, it helped my mind, you know, it helps me a lot. So I am grateful for that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.